Destiny Word friends, and here we are again, and we're bringing you your tool kit, your tool chest for grounding today. More about grounding, the tools for grounding. It's going to help you, and I'm here with my gal pal here, Dustin, and we're going to talk a little bit, just sort of bounce back and forth about some of the 10 tools for grounding. It's going to be fun. Okay, so we're going to start with number 1, which is be still. Be still.
I think it's just be still.
Be still. Be still and know. I love that. That's in the scriptures, but that is just part of it means everything to all of us in the divine, just to be still and know. And I think a lot of one thing that we struggle with as people in this society is having too much that's gaining our attention, and so I'm not sure that there's a whole lot of people that understand what being still means. So it's one of those things that you have to practice, because it can be very, very uncomfortable. Yes. You are with yourself. You are with the way that you feel in your body. You are with the way that you feel in your mind. And you're with the way that you feel in your heart. And depending on where that is, that may be a very uncomfortable place. But one thing that I always have clients start with is going to the breath. Okay. Because your mind will fight to get away from being still. If you tell it to be quiet, it's gonna have a marching band in your head. It's gonna do the complete opposite of what you're trying to control with that. So the idea is not to control your mind. The idea is to give it something to focus on. So starting with the breath is an anchor, where when you breathe in, you can feel the way that it comes into your body. You can feel what it's doing in your body. It's bringing new life, new energy. And you can feel that all the way through, and then you can follow the breath out. So if you just start practicing with that, meditation or that stillness will become easier, but you do it on a consistent basis. I always tell people to try and start with something that they are willing to commit to and that they will do every day. So if that's 2 minutes a day, if that's 5 minutes a day, if that's 10 minutes a day, just make a decision to do it and commit to it, because even bringing that much oxygen in your body just starts your body out to the best possible place. Yes, so I'm going to encourage you, pause this video right now and take some deep breaths, really, or just breathe in with us. That would be good. As we just breathe in and sort of just breathe in the moment of now, and we just let go of all things that have been, all the busyness of the day, the cell phones, all the TV and the racket, because it's everywhere. Everywhere you go, you can't even practically go to a restaurant now without TVs going, radios, and lots of music and all kinds of stuff. So take that breath and just learn to be still. And if you can't do it in your space you're in, go to the park, go to the woods, go to your bathroom, shut the door, go someplace where you can be alone and just sort of come into that stillness. That's very powerful.
Yeah,
very
and
powerful. Again,
it is just about starting it. It doesn't have to be this big buildup in your mind. Just start.
Exactly. We're coming into the end of the year, so it's going to be all these New Year's resolutions again, and we just got to stop that. Stop. Because it's just too much. Like you say, always making these huge commitments. I'm going to do this every day, and then we don't do it, and then we're like, oh man, I'm a bummer.
Well, and that's why you pick something that's it's small steps. It's one thing at a time. Because when you practice one thing at a time, pretty soon you're going to go, wow, I've got that down. Now I can add something else, and so you gain this forward momentum. Whereas one thing now turns into 10 things you can change at a time. So, you build up to that, and you build the strength up for that, and it's stopping that momentum of the crazy train. Your brain has gone absolutely wild, so it's stopping it, and learning to be still is taking that momentum and riding out the momentum to the other way to gain that other forward momentum. You know what I mean? So be patient during the lag time of learning something new.
Yeah. Number 2 is run to nature, which is basically connecting again with being still. Go to the woods. Run to nature. Nature has a way of nurturing your soul. Breathe, listen, be one with nature. Hug a tree. I know it sounds funny, but trees are very awesome.
I've been called a tree hugger.
Very powerful. I know I ran into a gal, it was like last month or so. We went to a cool festival, and this gal I was talking to her. She said, yeah, I spent the morning hugging trees. And it's sort of weird to hear people say that, but yeah, hey, it is a real deal. Because the trees have so much element of energy that they can give you, and so peaceful. That's why a lot of people even just go sit under a tree.
Oh, absolutely.
And just
feel it.
And
you get, if you're sitting next to a tree, when you're sitting outside, if you think about the makeup of a tree and the roots that go into the ground, and how much that you can't see, really feel that connection with the ground, and feel that coming up, and feel your roots with where you are, and draw in that breath from that place. And then as you move up through the trunk of the tree, and then you move up towards your crown, and those are the branches reaching out, and those are the leaves, and those are the things that are connected to the sky.
That's the next part. Yeah, just visualize yourself as a tree.
Yeah.
You can see yourself and your roots. And that's whenever I do meditation, I do the same thing. Dig your roots deep into the earth. Feel yourself grounding deep into the earth. It's going to get a whole new dynamic for you. It's cool.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay, number 3, pamper your physical body. When we're feeling off balance, it can stem from us being too present in the mind of others and not enough in our own being. Ooh, that's a good one for me. Take time to love your body, your vessel for change and healing. That's very powerful, and that has been a place you've been walking for a little while now, just really taking time to love your body.
Oh, yeah.
To get good nutrition. Yeah, and so that's really, really awesome.
Well, and again, as a massage therapist, your body doesn't lie. So a lot of the times, because we're living so much in our heads, we neglect our bodies.
Yeah.
And our bodies are sending us pain signals. Our bodies are sending us all of these different signals, letting us know what's either going right or what's going wrong. But we're not paying attention because we're living so much in our minds. So again, it can be an uncomfortable place when you actually become present in your body, depending on if there are things that you've neglected.
Yep.
But that's okay, because your body, if you give your body the right things that it needs, your body knows what to do. Your body knows how to heal itself.
That's right.
It's amazing. And so, one of the things to become present in your body and to kind of understand what's going on in it is to go through, again, if you're looking at it like a tree, if you're starting at your feet and you're thinking about those roots, being thankful for all of the things that your body does. Being thankful for your feet, because how much do they support you on a daily basis that you don't even have to think about? Be thankful for your legs and that you can walk and that they're strong and you can bend over, all of these different things that your legs can do and how they support you. And go up through your body and be thankful for all of those things, because, a lot of the times we take for granted that we do have these, relatively healthy bodies that can do so much, and we never really even give them the right resources to run on and everything like that. So they really do a lot for us. So, a good way to get into your body and to start becoming more aware of your body is just start thanking it for all of the things that it does for you on a daily basis, and all of the 10 million things that you don't even know about or have to think about that your body is doing to heal itself over and over again.
Exactly.
It's truly incredible what it does.
That's
so
really
it's a way to just start that awareness and to start that healing and the connection with the mind and the body.
Yes, that's awesome. Perfect. Okay, talk out loud. This is a perfect time to commune with your ancestors, your spirit guides, angel friends. Ask for grounding, balance. Ask to be led to those things that bring you peace in mind and body. They're standing by, waiting for to just be assistance to you. Talk out loud and let them know. That is no problem for me. I'm always talking out loud. That's the destiny of a young only child. You learn to talk out loud.
Right.
Nobody's around, okay? So you're talking all the time. But that's a good one. Talk out loud. Talk to your angels. Talk to your spirit guides. Talk to Jesus. Talk to those deities and energies that are with you, that are there to support you and encourage you.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah. And I truly feel like, all of us have a soul. And we each have this higher presence in ourselves. And, if you feel silly talking to angels, if you feel silly talking out loud, talk to your higher self, because I don't think that there's any one of us that could deny that there is something in us other than our physical makeup and our mental makeup. There is something in us that makes us unique to this life. And so, even if it's talking just to your higher self, your higher self is waiting there to respond to you. Right. So, when you can start asking questions, when you can start, looking at that as a resource for getting messages, it's amazing what you'll receive.
Yes. I mean, if you, that's really good. I love that, because you know how many times I've been caught talking to myself, my higher self, and people will be like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm talking to myself, and because I get the right answers every time, and it's so funny. And then I'm thinking, I bet you do too, but you just wouldn't admit it, right?
Well, and do things that make you feel silly. This life is so serious. We need to be silly, and we need to we need to remind ourselves of our innocence and our ability to imagine and be curious, and all of those things. So, again, who cares if somebody else thinks that, you're silly, or, be you. Do the things that make you feel happy, and do the things that, really empower yourself to find out who you are, because you know what? Again, this is your life, not anybody else's.
That's right. Number 5 is cry. Cry. I don't like to cry. Crying is a beautiful therapy. And it is society, we don't cry enough. Only in pain, only in grief, only when suppression has had enough. It's totally okay to cry.
I feel like I'm the opposite of that. I feel like I cry all the time.
You do? You cry a lot? Yeah.
I do. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when something's touched my heart. I cry when I'm sad.
I used to not cry a lot at all, and I've become more of a crying person the last 10 years, but I wouldn't have a lot of emotion like that. But crying is very releasing. I know that. It does help bring healing. It's like releasing the flow of... Water is like a type of the emotions. It's just releasing all the emotion. It's getting rid of all that buildup that's inside there. That's very toxic. A lot, if you hold it in. So sometimes you just gotta cry.
Absolutely. And the way, what we need to think about too, and, talking about being uncomfortable and putting yourself in places where, you're not familiar, it allows you to break through it, because when we avoid it, we're still going to have to go through it.
Yep, that's right.
There's no way but the way through.
Yeah, you have to go through it.
So you can spend your life, again, avoiding it and still have to go through it anyway. Or you can face it head on and again, gain that message from it and then move past it to be able to let it go. Yep. Because it will let go if you deal with it. It will let go if you look at it. So, and there's always something very sacred to me about salt water, and I know we're going to get into a little bit here about some other kind of pampering ways, but I find it so fascinating that our tears are salt water. And that's something to me that is so incredibly cleansing and detoxifying and just it can wash all of that away, and through those tears, if you let it, you can let it go. Right. It's expelling from your body. So, it's not something to be afraid of. It's just something to face and be willing to have the courage to let go of.
And think how many years, boys were told that it's weakness to show tears, to cry. And that just is, that's not true at all. It's a very strong person that's able to release emotion. It's very powerful.
Absolutely.
And it's usually the most powerful things in our life that we're told that we shouldn't touch or do, really. And those are the most powerful things, even getting to know yourself. Know thyself, Yeah. Okay, number 6 is aromatherapy, which she knows more about that for sure than I do, but it's essential oils, which I do. I'm into essential oils. I use oils on my clients, but I don't have the vast knowledge as much as she does. So I'm gonna let her.
Well, I mean, essential oils are absolutely amazing, and when we talk about these tools and we talk about these grounding tools and self-love tools, you know, the thing that you have to understand is we're going through, you know, maybe 10 of them, but these may not work for you. There may be 10 other ones that work for you, and again, it's that trial and error. It's that starting something and seeing if it resonates with you and if it's something that makes you feel better. So one of the things that I like about aromatherapy quite a bit is that it doesn't require work.
Yeah, I mean, really.
I mean, when
that's what I love about it too.
As women, you know, we build up so much of, oh, you know, this is just something else I have to do. This is something else, you know, that just got added to my to-do list. And again, that crazy brain of how we put things in perspective. But with aromatherapy, they inhaling it, putting it on your body, ingesting them, and again, you would only want to do this with certified pure therapeutic grade. If you have any questions on the different types of oils, if you have any questions on which oils you can ingest and what oils you can ingest, please contact me. This is something that I'm extremely passionate about, and the thing that's amazing about essential oils is they can alter the receptors of your body.
Oh, yeah.
They can clean the receptors of your body, and they hit your body systemically, meaning that if you ingest them, if you apply them on your skin, or if you inhale them, they are introduced to every cell within about 30 seconds, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't done this, but they say that you can take peppermint oil to a baby's feet, and within 30 seconds smell it on the baby's breath.
Wow.
So it's something that you don't have to work at. You can put it in a diffuser, and there are all different kinds of smells for all different kinds of things.
Situations,
and let me tell you, essential oils go back to the Bible. They are mentioned so many times, you know, in the Bible. These are true healing oils that are absolutely amazing. So, and it's easy, and you don't have to work at it. So, you can put something on your wrist, and all of a sudden, wow, you know, 15 minutes later, maybe less than that, you're feeling better. And you know, I'll take that.
That's
so
I love them. They're awesome.
Yeah, they are extremely, and I believe that there are, you know, some, depending on what people suffer from.
Yeah.
Depending on what people are going through with their bodies, there are definitely, you know, certain oils that are tailored more towards different things that you have going on, like depression, autoimmune, hormonal, all of those. There are specific oils that are amazing for all ailments. Yep. And it's one of those things that, again, you introduce it to the body. Your body doesn't lie, so you're working on that level of healing in your body that helps you deal mentally with life better. That helps you deal emotionally with life better. So I cannot say enough about aromatherapy and how much I love essential oils, and I'm going to be teaching my first class coming up on October 14th because I love it so much, and I just want everybody to know, you know, how amazing these can be as a tool for helping to heal your life.
Yes, awesome, perfect. Okay, crystals. Oh, I love crystals. I got lots of those too. I got lots of oils, lots of crystals. Crystals, carry them with you, wear them, like tiger's eye, garnet, hematite, onyx, copper. Crystals have been used for millennia to heal, bring balance. They work through vibration, resonance and vibration. So crystals are very powerful, very powerful. I love crystals, so that is a great thing to have in your toolbox for grounding. You can use certain crystals to hold on to wear.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a lot of them I wear. Sometimes I just carry, I use them for healing.
Yeah.
Just like Reiki stones.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of those for healings. They're very healing and very powerful.
Well, and what's really interesting too is with massage clients that I work on, or if I'm doing any kind of personal development, I have a huge bowl with all different types of stones, and they've all been stones that I have picked up either from Lake Michigan, that I have picked up from different stores, and they've really resonated with me at those times for different reasons. So it's not something that you have to be an expert on.
No, you just pick them up.
If it's a stone that resonates with you, there's going to be healing properties of that stone, why it found you. Right. So you just close your eyes, and what feels good to you, that's the stone that needs to be with you.
Exactly.
And it will leave you when you don't need it anymore, which is very fascinating about stones.
Yes, that's true. Number 8 is eat right. Eating foods such as dark chocolate, root vegetables, proteins, and nuts will help ground you instantly. Yes, so carry you some. I always eat a lot of almonds. I have a lot of almonds, and I like dark chocolate. So, and anything
I like dark
protein.
Chocolate with chili.
Yeah,
so what? Good. With dark chocolate with chili.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Oh, okay. So Lynn makes a dark chocolate with chili that I do chocolate covered strawberries in. It is amazing. And if you like a little bit of spicy, it's this dark chocolate that has just this awesome
little bit of kick to it.
Yeah, awesome little spice of chili on the back end, and it's delicious. I've gotten many people hooked on it.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So,
all right. Well, I want to talk a little bit about the eating right. One of the things that I'm learning too, along with essential oils, I'm learning what your body gets depleted of on a daily basis. And a lot of us think that we can get the nutrients that we need and the supplements that we need from the food that we're eating, and unfortunately that's usually not the case. It's because we're experiencing so many environmental toxins. If we're not eating completely organic, we're bringing into our bodies, we're introducing more toxins, heavy metals. Our foods are being depleted with pesticides, with overgrowing in different areas, and unfortunately, as much as we want to, we can't necessarily trust what, because of the marketing tactics and everything like that,
trust what's being fed to us,
in what they're labeling things as. So one of my biggest passions that I'm working on right now is being able to educate people about optimal nutrients for their bodies, and that is and taking those from an outside source to really get your body where it needs to be, and get it all of those internal tools that it needs to function at its peak performance, because we are depleted. It is just the way of our world right now, but it doesn't mean that it's something that we cannot heal. So there are certain steps to doing detoxes and cleanses. There are certain steps from there as far as restoring what's in your body, and taking out all that bad and then putting back in at optimal levels, the best things that your body needs, and then basically how to fortify that and how to make sure that your body is, from the nutrients and everything that you're getting, that it's functioning at its peak performance. And how to keep your pH level down so disease doesn't flourish, and basically how to give your body the best chance of living daily. So this is something that I am extremely passionate about, that I am starting to teach classes on as well. And if there's anybody that's interested in learning more, I would love to discuss it with you, because there are so many different things that we suffer from just because we don't have enough nutrients in our body, and we think it's this thing that happened to us and that thing that happened to us, but honestly our bodies want to let it go. It's just that we're not giving it the right resources to be able to let it go. And I'm learning, and right now I'm on the third part of a fast that I'm doing. And a detox. So, when I talk about these things, it's not just talk. I'm actually putting myself through it. Absolutely. I'm finding out what are the best products that are out there. What are the things that are going to get you to that healing place the fastest. And, because a lot of people will go and they spend all this money on these magic pills that they think. They spend all this money on this food that they think is great, or these powders that they think that is great, and they think that they're being healthy, but they're not aware of what the labels are, and they're not realizing that their bodies aren't absorbing these things, and that there's very specific things that your body needs to function, and I'm learning where to get those things and how to give it to your body. And I actually work with a doctor. Her name is Dr. Ginger. She's been on the Dr. Oz show several times. She's worked at a place where, you know, people came as their last ditch effort, you know, that were diagnosed terminal, and she's teaching me the steps that they took to basically heal your body, because again, your body knows what to do mentally, emotionally, physically.
The alignment.
Yep. And if you can get it in the body, you can get it in the mind. You can get it in the emotion of it.
It's a whole package deal. Getting everything into a, you know, like the mind, will, emotions, the soul, soulical man, and then the physical body. Yeah. And then it's all in alignment. Boom. You're good. Yeah. You're doing good. That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, number 9 is balancing that root chakra. And that goes really back with what we were talking a little while ago about imagining yourself as a tree, because those roots are going deep. And that's part of meditation. It will help balance the root chakra. Yeah. If you lack confidence and insufficient drive to achieve simple life goals, when your root chakra is balanced, you have energy, confidence, and no fear. You feel calm, centered, ready for life. Here is a wonderful article on the root chakra, which you can look up online. It's called Root Chakra Healing Techniques. You can go there and it will probably just Google it. It'll come right up, and it'll give you some more ideas about balancing that root chakra. Yeah. And again, that's just taking control of that focus and setting your intention through the body. Yes, so, exactly. You know, those are very, very major points in your body where things get stuck, you know, things get out of balance. So just even taking the time with intention and color, there are a million different chakra exercises that you can do, and all of that, setting that intention, all of them help to a healing path. Setting that intention is very powerful. Yeah. Okay, number 10 is love and support system. Call, run, find your love system and allow them to support you. I like to say that when we want to go out and have fun, we call on our tribe. Yeah. When we need to heal or need help getting through something, we do this. We often do this alone. Yeah. Healing takes a community the way that celebration takes community. We are to be together. Make sure your love system is a safe space. Make sure that you make yourself a safe space for others in your love system. People need to feel protected, safe with their emotions and feelings. Your love and support system should be an ego-free, safe zone. That is very powerful. Yeah. Very powerful, because a lot of times you put your confidence and trust in people that maybe you should be checking and thinking, maybe not. And they might not be part of your tribe. So you come into alignment, you find those people that are connected with you, that are part of your tribe, that you can speak love and support to you, and there's no judgment. That's very, very powerful. And so that is, you got anything on that? I think starting any of these steps will get you to that love and support system. Yes. You know, just be open to opening yourself up, you know, focus on that when you do that balancing or that grounding, you know, techniques, focusing on that heart opening up, because that will lead to keeping your heart open will lead to people that are intended to kind of get you to the next level, to kind of support you in a way, to offer encouragement. When you keep that heart open, that is when those people can come into your life. Right. Unfortunately, when we close off our heart, we close off everything. So we really, in fact, isolate ourselves. And again, it's that uncomfortableness and pushing yourself past something that maybe you're not very good at, but you know, focusing on opening up that heart and focusing on not just finding a circle where they're not judging you, but watch how you judge, you know, and offering more forgiveness to others, easier, even if they didn't ask for it, forgive anyways. All of those things are going to start building that tribe for you. That's going to start building that support system for you. Absolutely. That's awesome. So that is the tools for grounding. Be still, run to nature, pamper yourself. Talk out loud, cry, woo-hoo-hoo, if you need to. Aromatherapy, get something good aromatherapy going. Get a hold of my girl here. Crystals, Get you some rocks and crystals. Eat right. There, yeah, she'll help you with that. Balance that root chakra and find your tribe, your love. Those people that love you, care about you like we do. They care about you and love you. So blessings. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for
This
inviting me.
has been fun. We love having fun together. It's good.
Yep. Stay tuned for more. We're going to be doing this on a regular basis. So if anybody has any topics that they'd like us to talk about, if anybody has any comments about anything, you know, I'm relatively new to this, so feedback,
drop
comments,
us a line,
anything.
Whatever's on your heart, on your mind, it's going to be good. And we love you. Take care. And namaste. Bye. See you later.